Hello and welcome to our second vlog on Oaxaca City, and I'm currently just on our terrace of the Airbnb, and I just wanted to quickly answer a question we often get asked, and that is like, where are we staying on our trip? And the answer is actually, if we stay longer than like 2-3 days, we always try to rent an Airbnb because it's much more convenient. We have our own kitchen, we can prepare our own breakfast, and mostly it's also more cheap. For example, for this one here, with a nice bedroom, living room, 2 bathroom and a kitchen, we pay 32 euros or 30 Swiss francs per day. So for 2 people that's quite affordable. And another question we got asked was, why are we not leaving Mexico because of the earthquakes? Well, what can you do? I mean, the earthquakes strike, you feel it, it's shaking a little bit, and then the life goes on. And if we would leave the country, we booked the Airbnb and we need to support the people, we spend money in the restaurants, so if we would leave, all these people would not get the money, so we just stay here and continue and support the community by exploring and continue exploring beautiful Mexico. There's Marty.
And I take my sunglasses from the backpack.
He's just taking the sunglasses out, and actually I must admit that we have fallen in love a little bit with Mexico. We are here already since the 13th of July, and we are 3rd of July even, and we are going to stay here until mid-October. And so far we have been in Mexico City, Zipolite, went back to Mexico City to fulfill our list, and then we went to beautiful Puebla, you saw in the last vlogs. Now we are in Oaxaca City. Next one will be Tuxtla, and then San Cristobal, and then Palenque, more Maya ruins to visit, and then we continue to the Yucatan Peninsula, Merida, Holbox, etc. The exact plan is not fixed yet. There's just so much to see in beautiful Mexico. But today let's start with Oaxaca part number 2. And here in this Airbnb they have dogs again. 2. One is a mini Schnauz or normal Schnauz, and the other one is a Pudel Schnauz, I don't know what. Hello! And that's actually one thing, when you stay in an Airbnb, for example in this one, you can see our apartment is on the top and the people are living underneath. So it's very helpful if you have any questions, where to bring laundry, where is the best haircut, what restaurant can you recommend, how do we get to X or Y. So ¿ahora o mañana?
Mañana.
Mañana.
¿Cómo va a venir?
Sí. ¿A qué hora? Hoy en la tarde.
Pero si tiene mañana hasta las 8.
Hasta las 8.
Ajá.
Se llama Boston, está hecho de naranja, mango, almendras.
Para mí, por favor, uno.
Yo como esto.
We are here at Burlenk, and this is supposed to be the first and only sourdough bakery in Oaxaca. And as I'm from Germany and Marty from Finland, we love real good bread, sourdough bread. So we found sourdough bread for the upcoming days for our breakfast. And they have also a nice coffee where you can have breakfast. You can watch into the bakery how they are producing the bread, and they have a wide selection of sweets and treats where you can spoil yourself and which you can enjoy to your coffee.
Oaxaca City has 2 main markets, Benito Juarez and 20 de Noviembre, which is 20th of November. So this is the one called Benito Juarez, and what you just saw was pig skin. And pig skin, what they do with it, they fry it and then they eat it. And you can see we're here on the meat part, where there's different kinds of meats hanging from the ceiling and from the stands. And here we have a stand that sells different kinds of mezcals. To be noted that mezcal actually originates from Oaxaca, and this is a good example how many mezcals there are. Smoked, not smoked, distilled in different ways. There's a huge selection of mezcals. Of the 20th of November, we have a meat alley where they grill meat, and you can have lunch here for a very reasonable price of a freshly grilled meat. The only thing that you will probably smell quite strongly from the fumes that are produced here.
So the kitchen of Oaxaca is also well known for their mole, and mole is actually, I probably say it wrong and we get a lot of comments from our audience, but mole is a sauce, and there are different moles where then the beef or the chicken is prepared in, and there's mole rojo, mole negro, there's a mole verde normalmente, mole especial, etc.
Picoso.
And these are probably the raw ingredients to prepare the mole.
Here is mole verde. And this market is actually like a huge restaurant where people come and have lunch. You saw the meat market, but there's also places where you can have mole and you can have soups and all kinds of specialties from Oaxaca.
Now we just got a new haircut, and after this we are on the way to the Tamayo Museum. There's also a Tamayo Museum here in Oaxaca. There was already one in Mexico City. You can see the vlog here, and it's actually his private collection or private collection. Everybody said you have to go, you have to go, you have to go. So that's what we are doing now. And actually they are saying here they open at 16 hours. It's already 2 minutes after 16 hours. I'm just guessing we are too Swiss.
Tuesday, mardi, fermé. Hostes mardi. Scheiße.
Aha, we're a little bit stupid. Today is closed. Haha. If you're able to read, you have a very clear advantage. You can read that the museum is closed on Tuesdays.
Finally.
Because we were already there yesterday, and we were too early, so we were thinking we'd just come back today when they open at 4 o'clock. So but there's a church here just around the corner, a cathedral, so we will have a look at that. What's actually really beautiful here also is the clouds in the sky. They look so impressive, you can like almost touch them. We had the same experience when we were in Cusco. You can see the vlog up here. But in Cusco we were 3,500 meters high. Here we only 1,550 meters high. But still, it's very, very impressive.
Now we're heading to the Basilic of Our Lady of Solitude in Oaxaca City. This is a beautiful basilic that got the name as a basilic, was nominated as a basilic in 1959. And it's actually erected on the place where the Virgin appeared in 1543. And inside, when you go in on the right hand side, you can see the stone that still has the image of the Virgin that appears, maybe. So we're going to have a look at that stone in the church. Here's the rock where the Virgin supposedly appeared.
It's locked, you cannot touch it because everybody probably wanted to touch it.
That's where the Virgin appeared, and that's why the church is here.
And she probably had this dress when she appeared.
Probably, yeah.
So now we're in the Basilica of Our Lady of Solitude. And it's a beautiful old Baroque church with a lot of carving and gold, as you can see. Because in Oaxaca there are so many churches, and at every corner there's like a shop where you can buy religious items like Jesus carrying the cross and all kinds of Marias playing the harp, praying Maria, blessing Jesus, white Maria with wings, leading Jesus on the cross. So there are many of these shops here. Not allowed to make any pictures inside. No. So this is the third try and attempt to get into the Museo Tamayo, and today it's open. So in this beautiful colonial building in Oaxaca City is the collection, or is another collection of Museo Tamayo exposed, and the entrance is around 90 pesos, which is around 5 euros. And as you see in the exhibition rooms, it's very interesting on how they exhibit the pre-colonial art. They have put it in different vitrines, blue vitrines, pink vitrines, purple vitrines, green, kind of like greenish vitrines. I was just saying to Marty that in the first moment I was actually irritated, but then when you look at it, it's actually a very good idea. So Museo Tamayo collected over 20 years these beautiful pieces of art made from ceramic or carved out of stone to secure this art being transported out of the country. And when he died in 1991, he donated this art to his hometown Oaxaca, where they made this beautiful museum. So when you come to Oaxaca, definitely come here and see these beautiful pieces of art. This was another vlog from the way we saw it. We would be really happy if you would subscribe to our vlog here on the site, and thank you for watching this vlog. Again, thank you, safe travels wherever you are.